Hi, Jacob, Unisport Web TV, here today to review the Adidas Gloro, which is a bit of a mix between a classic and a modern football boot, and the tongue is back. But is it any good? Yes, it is. Why? Stay with me and find out.
This is how I feel. I know you're gonna get there. This is how I feel.
So, the upper is made with a combination of a K-leather toe box and a synthetic leather midfoot. And especially the K-leather toe box is nice because the leather is both thin and super soft, which means that it really molds nicely around your foot, even straight out of the box. And after a few sessions, it feels like you've used the Gloro for years because the leather is so buttery soft that it just feels plush and unrestrictive and downright super comfortable. Now, with the midfoot and heel being synthetic leather, it does feel a little less premium and comfortable, but on the other hand, it does add a bit of stability so you don't move that much around in the boot. Having said that, I would have liked a full leather upper, but for the price of the Gloro, it's actually alright. Now, the last on the Gloro is actually a bit wide, a tad bit wider than the one on the 11 Pro, which combined with the fact that the leather stretches a bit means that the Gloro will fit a lot of people. And if you want the tightest fit possible, which is something I like, you should go down half a size. It's gonna be really nice. I would have liked a bit more lockdown though, especially around the heel. And also the midsole could have been ever so slightly more padded to avoid some of the stud pressure. But all in all, the Gloro is a really comfortable football boot that feels almost like a nice slipper. It's that comfortable. And also, it only weighs 235 grams. On the flip side of things, we have the ComfortFrame from the 11 Pro, which has focused on giving you a smooth ride. And it does. Because you really feel how these here torsion bars actually distribute the pressure from your body weight out over the entire sole plate, which most people find comfortable. And also it's still flexible enough to move pretty nicely with your foot. The studs also work pretty well, with this triangular stud giving you a decent amount of traction while also allowing you to maneuver smoothly through the ground. And actually, I really didn't notice the studs that much when playing, for good and bad. They do their job, but that's pretty much it. Around the ball, the Gloro will offer you a nice, soft and padded touch, but with the leather being so relatively thin that you're gonna avoid this kind of bulky feel you could expect from a classic leather upper. And it actually feels pretty elegant with this classic soft touch mixed with a modern precision. So, shooting wise, the Gloro is pretty straightforward, although you feel the slight padding when you strike the ball. And also here, the tongue helps you get a clean striking surface, which is a joy, especially for those long cross-field passes. And by creating that larger strike zone, because it is so thin, it actually doesn't add any bulk at all, so it's not in the way, which is also pretty cool. Now this elastic strap under the boot might snap at some point, but up until now, it's holding up pretty well. But apart from the tongue, you're pretty much on your own, with the Gloro being a really no-nonsense boot with a nicely weighted feel when you strike. But in other words, it's not gonna turn you into David Beckham, sadly. I could have used that though. So, all in all, the Adidas Gloro is a really good, comfortable football boot, especially for that price. And in that range, it's a good competitor to the Nike Premier. And while it might not be the most modern, super duper uber high-tech football boot, it delivers and it's really comfortable. So if you like that, this is for you. And while the Gloro might not exactly feel like a Predator, the fact that it looks like one appeals to me a lot. I feel like a boss rocking these. But what do you guys actually think about the Gloro? Is it something for you? You should let me know in the comment section below. Because this was all I have for you for today. But we're back again later as always with more Unisport Web TV. Signing off, cheerio.